Hi everybody, welcome to the makeup chair. Today I'm doing a Katy Perry inspired look. This is a summery silver look with hot pink kind of lips. Everything else is quite matte, and if you're interested in this, then just keep watching. Okay, so this is the look that we are trying to create, and this is where we're going to do it. So I'm going to start off by using a pencil. This is like a silvery kind of pencil. This one is actually from Primark and it's very inexpensive, but it's very like the NYX Jumbo eye pencils pretty much. So I'm just going to start by putting the silver. You could use white if you have white as well. Anything that's going to lighten the lid. And this is just going all over the lid. Don't forget to get right down by the lashes and just all a little bit in the inner part of the eye as well. And you can also do right underneath. Now less is more with products like this. You don't want to go over the top, so then you can just rub it in very gently with your finger. And I'm also going to take this and do it on the waterline, which is right in here, because she kind of has a really brightness in there. And once again, you can use white for this too, but I'm going to use silver for a little bit of fun. And get right into the inner part of the eye. We're going to use our first shade from this palette, which is the white here. It's got a lot of silver in it, and I'm going to mix it up with this bottom silver, but it's mostly going to be a very light silver. So if you have a light silver colour with a bit of sparkle, use that. I'm using a flat eyeshadow brush so I can just really pat it on, and this will absorb the moisture from the pencil, so it shouldn't crease too much. You really want to make sure you use a little bit of the white, like the lightest shade that you have in silver, just in the inner part of the eye. So it is the lightest shade just in here, and it's a mixture of the two in the middle, and then I'm just going to take a little bit of the silver by itself and just work it on the outer part of the eye. I'm going to take a little bit more of the silver, and I'm just going to pack it very gently underneath my lashes. This is totally optional, you don't have to do this because this really draws attention to the silver. So if you wanted to do it very lightly, you don't have to do this part. If you want to make it more extreme, I would suggest putting a little bit underneath. Now that we have the silver on there, it's actually mostly about that liquid liner. So I will link in the box below where you can find a video talking all about liquid liners, but I'm going to apply my liquid liner now. I'm using the gel liquid liner by Pennies. This is the Primark one, and I also have this little angled brush that I got in Dunnes for €4. So I'm going to take a little bit of this and just pack it onto the back of the lid, just to make sure that we don't get too much on when we start off. And I'm going to just trace it very gently across right by the lashes. I'm doing a very thin line just to begin with, as close to the lashes as possible. And then as we work out, we can start to get a slightly thicker line. And now I'm going to turn my brush around and I'm just going to do the little kick, which is just following the bottom part of your eyelid. And I'm joining it up to match the rest. Now that I have my liquid liner on there, I'm going to take a flat brush and a matte black eyeshadow, and I'm just going to go back over the line just to set it. You don't have to do this with all liquid liners, some of them do just set by themselves, but this is a little bit difficult to set. So I'm going to go in there and I'm just going to set it, and this is just going to make sure it lasts longer. So now I'm just going to do my brows as I wait for that to set, and I'm going to be using this eyeshadow here, which is a matte brown, because she has very quite structured brows. So I'm just going to use an angled brush and I'm going to go through my brows. I need to brush them up first and just fill them in very softly, and see how defined you actually want to go. But hers are quite defined, they're quite dark because her hair is black, so she has to have them quite defined. Before we go any further, I just wanted to show you mascara and the bottom part. What she tends to do is have very light kind of shadow underneath here, so like this silver, and then have very black lashes at the bottom. So I'm going to take my mascara and I'm just going to do the top right at the root, because obviously you don't really want spider-eyed or anything. So just do right at the root so that they're really, really black. Obviously if you have natural black ones you don't tend to have to do too much with them. I'd say hers are pretty dark to begin with. I'm going to add some false eyelashes, do my mascara, and I will be right back. I just want to show you the lashes I'm using. These are the lashes, and these are by Primark, and these are the Allure ones, and they're the ones that you can buy in like a huge pack of 6, I think, false eyelashes. And now we're going to move on to the rest of the face. I've already done my foundation. I've applied quite a light foundation. If you can see, it's quite light compared to what I usually wear. Mostly because she has very kind of porcelain skin, especially in the picture that I am working off. So I'm going to finish off by using a little pink kind of colour. This is Pink Cloud by Natural Collection. So this blush is just going on to our apples, like so. You always want to build it up very, very slowly, but she actually doesn't have too much on, so we're just going to pretty much leave it like that. Plus it is very warm in here, so my cheeks look quite red anyway. On the rest of the face, I'm just going to use a little bit of bronzer, and this is just going underneath our cheekbones and kind of working into the apple. And then I'm just going to do a little bit of contour at the top of the forehead. So top of the forehead and then down and over here. Now what I have on the lips is kind of a mixture, a little cocktail of different colours. I've basically just thrown on a load of different things really, but you can use you know, a hot pink or something like that. Even a hot red would be quite nice. I think probably the nicest thing to go with this would be NYC's Fashion Avenue Fuchsia, but I can't find it, and it's my favourite colour and I can't find it anywhere, so I've used kind of these 3 different things. This is another Primark thing. I don't think they even have a name for it or if they even make it anymore, but it's pretty good. It's one of their lipsticks, so I have a little bit of that on. The 2 colours that I mostly have on is this is my liquid liner. This is Red Diva by Rimmel, and I also have Pink Blush by Rimmel, and this is one of my favourite shades, and it's just a very kind of pinky pink colour. And because that wasn't quite hot enough and quite kind of intense enough, I decided to use my 6 hour Glam Shine Volumizer by L'Oreal, and this colour I think is called Fuchsia. Fuchsia Obsession, and everything else is just kind of like soft and subtle and quite matte on the actual skin. Because we've got so much glitter on the eyes, everything else is quite matte except for a little bit of gloss on the actual lips. But I really hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm Katy. Thank you for watching.